Hi and hello! I'm here to tell you about how to take a porosity test. Are you ready? So porosity is really important. It's one of the most important things in the curly world, even more important than knowing what your curl type is. So here's an easy way of how to know what your porosity is. So first thing you're going to need is a glass of water and 4 strands from your head. And I'd like you to take them from different areas. So one on this side, one on this side, one on this side, and one on this side. Really good to have a piece of paper and to write where those hairs have come from. So maybe label the quadrants. Then what I want you to do one by one, and it will take 2 minutes per hair. I want you to put the one hair in the water and see what it does. I want you to wait the 2 minutes and see and watch what it's doing. If the hair floats on the top and doesn't really move too much from the top, you have low porosity. If you have a hair that sort of goes on the top and then floats to the middle bit after a while and then to the bottom, we've got medium porosity. That's good. And then if your hair tends to sink to the bottom quite quickly, this is quite high porosity. High porosity is when it's a little bit dry and quite damaged. So I want you to make note of these hairs, where they've come from and what they're doing, and then we'll come back to it. Good luck. Let's chat low porosity, girls and guys. So I'm thinking that you've done your test and you've figured out that you're low porosity and you're like, what the hell does that mean? So porosity. I go on about porosity all the time, but it's really important to know it. And once you've figured it out, it actually makes the product selection so much easier and better for you. So over the years of doing lots of curly guests, I have discovered that low porosity hair doesn't penetrate water. So what happens is each hair follicle that you have, like little hair strand, has got these little scales. They're like fish scales, okay? Or tiles on a house. And they overlap each other. Now, when you have low porosity hair, the scales are so tight that they can't penetrate water into them very well, or product, or anything in particular, to be completely honest. However, a really great way to get more water or product penetrating the hair is to use some warmth. So if you have like a heated shower cap, or if you have, or if you wrap your hair with your moisturizer in your hair and put some heat with like some cling wrap or a shower cap, you will find that products will penetrate much better with warmth. It tends to open the hair follicles a little bit and allow more moisture in there. So the other thing is stay away from protein. Proteins are not your friend. Nope, it actually does more bad than good. It's not going to damage your hair, or it's not going to make it snap off, but because your hair is so healthy, or it's got the tightest little hair cuticles, we don't need to put protein on there because we don't really need to repair it. We actually need to put moisture into it. So protein will make your hair feel dry. It'll make it feel, sometimes can go brittle, so steer clear of it and stick with your moisturizers. Lighter moisturizers are better. I know you would think that heavier ones are great. However, we found that lighter moisturizers or leave-in conditioners are much better for low porosity hair. And you'll find on our website that there are a ton on there for you. So check it out and see what's on there for you. I hope this has helped. If you have any other questions, you know where I am. Ciao for now. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Porosity Chat for Mediums. Hello, my medium friends. I'm here to chat your porosity. So let me tell you a little bit about medium porosity, my friends. If you have done your test of your hair float and you figured out that your hair is majority medium porosity, you are in luck. Don't be disheartened about the medium. The medium is great. So the best thing about medium porosity is that pretty much whatever you pop in your hair works really super well. A lot of the time, we find that virgin hair or hair that hasn't been colored sits very much on a medium porosity, which is fantastic. So it means that when you hop in the shower, the water penetrates quite well. If you put products in your hair, the products are absorbed quite well and your hair doesn't tend to frizz too easily, which is fantastic. You're very super lucky. So medium is pretty much the perfect porosity. So you're a lucky one, and it means that you can play around with lots of different products. You will find that moisture is your friend, but you will need to find that you will need to use some protein as well. Really important to protein maybe once a month. Now, if you want to know more about protein, we'll get to that. There's more videos on that one there. However, knowing that your porosity is sitting on medium, you're a lucky, lucky, lucky little love. Have a great day, and I hope that's helped. Ciao for now. Aloha, I'm back, and I'm here to chat some high porosity hair. All right, so what does this mean for you? You've done your porosity test, and your hair has sunk. The hair has sunk down the bottom. So what this means for you is that the hair has been quite compromised. So whether it means that you're an outdoor surfy, or if you're have processed your hair too much with hair color, so it's blonde and you bleach the bajingos out of it, or if that you've blow dried your hair to 1 inch of its life, it means that your hair, if you get one tiny little strand, it's got these little scales on it, like fish's scales. And what it means is these scales have been lifted, they've been destroyed a little bit. So they've either been really not loved and damaged, and you've got holes in them, there's a scale missing here and there. It means that what happens is it lets in lots of moisture and it feels like it's absorbed the water really, really quickly. However, it lets go of it. So the reason being is because you've got holes in your hair, because you've damaged your hair, it means that it can let go of your products and the moisture and everything else. It will let it go super quickly because it's got holes in it. Just like a bucket, it has holes in it, it's gonna let go of the water or anything that's in it. So what we need to do is we need to give our hair lots of tender loving care. Now, protein is your friend. So I don't want you to just like overload your hair with protein, because it can sometimes have the opposite effect. But I want you to incorporate some protein into your hair. So what this looks like is when you're doing some deep conditioning treatments, which your hair will love, especially if it is very high porosity and has been very damaged, that it will need the moisture and it will need some protein. So don't forget that maybe once every fortnight that you give your hair some protein. What is protein? We'll get to that. Make sure you search up the video on protein, what it is and what you can use for your hair and how often you should use it, and that will help. But knowing that you have high porosity hair it's a big game changer, because it means that we can find products that are going to better suit your hair, and it's going to eliminate a lot of that frizz, because you'll find that because your hair has got holes in it, it's going to frizz really super easily. So we're going to help to repair the hair, and we're going to bring the hair back to life. There is life after death, I can promise you. So sometimes it will mean that you will need to have a little bit of a haircut. Sometimes we can't resurrect hair that has gone to God, but a lot of the time we can do a lot to make it a lot better. And you'll find as you are continually using the correct products, it's going to make a massive difference for your hair and its porosity and how it looks. So come on the journey with me and let's get it sorted for you. Thanks, have a fabulous day, and I hope this has helped. Ciao for now.